This is the bucket that is grown completely in ash from a burn pile. And I threw in some mulch on top to help. It just looked better, but not much. But anyways, it was grown completely in ash. I'm going to break this off. And because it's hanging, it'll cause another sucker to come up. But look at, I got some suckers on there. I like the suckers. They make it more like a bush, more bushy. But if you look here, I've got buds. So we'll see if it tastes any different than potting soil. These are potting soil with compost. I do put compost tea on this for the last 2 weeks. But before that, it was just completely ashes and put a little bit of Epsom salt in there. These tomatoes are looking good. Got blossoms starting out on all of them. These, I'm hoping I can just kind of move these out and they'll make little big old bushes that'll hang over the edge. They're pretty hardy, pretty sturdy. So they've all got blossoms starting. Potato and another potato and more tomatoes. These were just straggly looking little things, like way smaller than that when I threw them in here. And some have taken off, have even got blossoms on them. So if they'll live, they'll live. If not, no loss to me. You want a really good fertilizer for your plants, make some compost tea. It's not difficult the way everybody, you don't have to, I know people will disagree, but I've looked at Ray from Praxis, YouTube, PraxTube. I like his gardening methods. They make sense, they're easy, and he gets a lot of bang for his buck. He uses simple methods, and one method he uses is he just takes compost, about a good double handful, drops it down in a 5-gallon bucket, adds water, stirs it up, pours it on his veggies down around the roots after he's watered them well. And so that's what I've been doing, and I've done it twice, 2 weeks. I've done it because I noticed a lot of my plants were kind of yellow, so I'm thinking they needed some nitrogen or they needed some something. I'm not, this is my first year doing this, so I just did what he did. I found he threw in a bucket, a couple shovelfuls of compost. So I've got this right here. This is my compost. It's I actually kind of like it. It does really well on my flowers, but I just took, it's called Black Kow, composted cow manure. I paid like $11 for this really big bag, and I've been using it for quite a while. Let's see. But it's just a 50-pound bag, and composted cow manure. I've heard it was very, very good stuff. So instead of using tons and tons and tons of it on my plants, instead of using tons of it, I mean, it would take a lot for me to add compost to every plant that I've got here. And with this being my first year, and I'm not sure how well I'm going to do, I'm not sure how much I want to put into it. So Ray's method, you mix it up. You've got a 5-gallon bucket of compost tea from just a very small amount of compost. And usually a couple 5-gallon buckets will put compost tea on most everything I've got. It's very easy, very simple. I just mix it up in that 5-gallon bucket, and then I stick me a little watering can in there and just individually water everything. He has raised beds, so of course he can just dump his in the raised bed. I, of course, do not have raised beds. This was kind of a spur of the moment, we'll figure it out as we go kind of thing this year. It's the first time I've had property to do something with. Okay, I gotta make this very quick. My battery died in the middle. Anyways, we may be buying a couple acres of land, and within the next year or two, we hope to be moved from this location to that location, which is about 15 minutes down the road. It's more isolated. It's should be a lot of fun. Anyways, I'm hoping to have a bigger garden. In the meantime, I have to manage with what I have, which is very little direct sunlight. So I don't get the growth that I would like to see, because my sunlight for my garden, that is the optimal place, optimal position. But as you can see, as you have seen, or as I'm telling you, it's sunny, shaded, then sunny, then shaded. you know, it just kind of goes back and forth as the sun moves and it comes through the trees. It does get direct when it is sunny, so that's good. But anyways, try the compost tea. It's working wonders for me. I'm going to probably go out after a while and do another 5-gallon bucket full.